Hello, everyone. Across the news sources, we're now seeing more and more coverage and photographs of yet another huge Russian strike against Ukrainian civilians that lasted 12 hours. My parents are alive, but they definitely were affected, and of course, it doesn't help that they can also hear the artillery from the southern front. So this is in addition to the southern offensive by the Russian military. This latest attack killed at least 4 people and injured 70. Kyiv, Ukraine's capital, was targeted, but it wasn't the only one that was targeted. The deaths, again, that we know of, all took place in Kyiv, including a 12-year-old girl. This latest barrage involved nearly 600 drones, and they're now saying 40 missiles. So this article says several dozen. Right now they're saying 40, but I'm sure we will get updated numbers later. Such attacks have become pretty routine in Ukraine. They usually occur late Saturday nights, and usually as much as possible. The anti-aircraft systems disable majority of the projectiles, but again, remember what we said, even one is enough to cause destruction. As far as we know right now, according to Ukraine's Ministry of Defense, at least 100 civilian sites have been damaged, and this is across the country. Some of the sites are entire neighborhoods that were left in ruins. And of course, this means not just the immediate damage to the area, that also means somebody, once again, left without a home, somebody left without a job, somebody left without a business, somebody left without anything at all, and just lucky to have escaped with their lives. One of the attacks was targeted at Kyiv's Institute of Cardiology and killed a nurse and a patient. What kind of an absolute fuck do you have to be to target a medical institution that works on treating people with heart disease? Imagine any big medical institution here in the United States, like Johns Hopkins or St. Jude's Hospital or Duke's. Imagine any of those, and imagine somebody firing a missile at them without any regard who might be inside. Among other regions affected are Khmelnytsky, Sumy, Mykolaiv, Chernihiv, Odessa, and my native Zaporizhia. As far as we know, again, right now, 34 people were injured in Zaporizhia region, including 3 children. 2 boys aged 11 and 12, and a 9-year-old girl. Explain to me again, what threat do those children present to Russia? Why were they targeted? One of these boys was caught in an explosion. The other one suffered carbon monoxide poisoning. Both of them are in serious condition. I have no doubt that Ukraine will retaliate. It had shown that it is perfectly capable of doing so. But again, this whole charade, this theater that lasted several months, trying to force Ukraine to a negotiating table with Russia after what it's done to Ukrainian homes, Ukrainian jobs, Ukrainian industry, Ukrainian land, and Ukrainian children. Really? How do you imagine that working, guys? Now, this attack comes on the eve of a big EU summit that is to take place in Denmark, in Copenhagen. And the timing is not accidental. What Russia is doing in conjunction with increased attacks on Ukraine and these mysterious flyovers, etc., it is trying to intimidate Europe. What they think is going to happen is European countries will say, you know what, we have to protect ourselves, so we have to stop helping Ukraine. The miscalculation there is rather obvious. Right now, this moment, Ukraine has two things that Europe doesn't have. One, the best trained army in Europe, possibly in the world. Because unlike the United States, Ukrainian military is not being run by Pete Hegseth. Number two, one of the most technologically advanced and fastest developing military industrial complexes also in the world, and bonus, on a shoestring budget. Nobody else has that right now. And I think what Putin is going to find out that he may have shot himself in the leg. Because Ukraine had already told the European allies, come on over, we'll teach you. You guys suck at shooting down drones. We know how. Come on over, we'll show you. Let us show you what we have come up with. Let us show you what we have invented. Let us show you how to train your defenders, your soldiers. And I think many European countries are going to take Ukrainians up on that offer. We already know that countries like Sweden and Finland have mandatory military service across the board. So they already have that mindset. They're not very big countries, and they have been attacked by Russia in the past. So they understand the value of preparedness. And there's no doubt in my mind that those countries, the countries that we saw invoking Article 4, like the Baltic states and Poland and Romania, will come flocking to Ukraine and say, you know what? This is crap. Teach us, show us everything you know. Let's throw this all together, let's pool our resources, and let's build the best defense we can against this asshole in Kremlin. Meanwhile, Denmark has taken a very practical precaution before the big summit and prohibited all civilian drones in the area to make sure that if there are any flyovers, they know that it's not theirs. And I suggest, folks, again, drones are just drones. It's, morally, there is no dilemma. They're just robots. Start bringing those down. Start finding out what's in them and where they came from. More to come.